Throughout my time in Com 202, we did many activities that helped us learn about tools used in communications, like how creating our own classrooms helped us learn about modularity, or how making our own advertisements helped us learn about Gestalt principles. Something I learned during these activities was that no matter what, there was a meaning and purpose behind every form of communication. Whether the author of the work is trying to say something about their view of life, or is trying to get the audience to do something. No matter what it is, there's always a meaning behind everything that we see. One example that I learned about in class was contemplative photography. Contemplative photography is different from regular forms of photography. Regular photography involves a set plan and controlling every aspect of a photo to make sure it matches what the photographer wants it to look like. Contemplative photography doesn't involve any planning at all, and is essentially just somebody walking around with a camera taking pictures of interesting things that they see. They take pictures of anything that catches their eye. This relies a lot on flash perception, which is the natural way in which our perception manifests itself. The meaning behind contemplative photography is that there is beauty in the mundane. The world around us is beautiful, but oftentimes we don't recognize that. We are too busy concentrating on our own lives to concentrate on the beauty of the world around us. The purpose of these photos is to show that there is beauty in plain sight. Beauty in places that we never thought there would be beauty before, and encourages people to take a step back from life and just to look around and admire their surroundings, that even if something is very mundane, there can still be beauty in it. My final example is the work of Sydney Sherman. Sydney Sherman is an artist who takes pictures in a variety of different vintage outfits. Her pictures are supposed to look like they're screenshots from an old vintage movie. The purpose of these pictures is to make people think that they're from a vintage movie, even though they are just a single still image. There is no actual story behind these pictures. It is Sherman's intentions to make the viewer come up with their own stories and to use their imagination to create a world around these pictures. In her pictures, Sherman tends to portray herself as different stereotypical characters seen in old-timey movies. These stereotypical characters are well known throughout society. Because of this, the people who view her images are expected to use their knowledge of these stereotypes and to use their imaginations to create what this picture could be portraying. It is up to the viewer to create the story behind this image. It is up for them to use their imaginations to create the movie that this picture is from. People's perceptions of these pictures can differ greatly. One person can imagine a character one way, while another person could imagine a character in the exact opposite way. One person can perceive the character in the picture as a desperate housewife, while another person can perceive the character in the photo as a girl on the run. There are no set stories behind these pictures. The purpose of these pictures is to let the viewer create their own story. Nobody is going to tell the viewer the story behind the picture because there is no story behind the picture. It is up for the viewer to interpret what the story could be behind the picture. Just by one single picture, a person can create an entire movie inside of their head, just by using their own imagination. The purpose of these pictures is to let people's imaginations roam free.